Greetings, brethren, and welcome back to my Road to 1500 ELO series on chess.com. So far, we have 29 wins, 5 draws, and 11 losses, so we've been doing pretty good so far. And we're going to be hoping to keep it going today. We're going to do a 10-minute game, and then we'll do a game review afterwards to see what I did well, what I did poorly, and most importantly, what I can do to improve to help get me to 1500 ELO. We got to 1400 recently, we're at 1413, and yeah, we're going to hope to keep climbing, so let's get right into it. Okay, we got white. That's always good. Knight forward. I'm a ready player. That's what we'll do. Alright. Good stuff. Where's my opponent from here? He is from Hong Kong, SAR, China. Wow. I don't know if I've ever played somebody from there before. We'll see how good they are here. Some typical developing stuff. No theory, particularly. I'm just a big stan of playing good moves. Playing solid moves. Seeing what's good. We'll go here to try and trade off this bishop, just so that I can develop my piece as well. And then just, yeah, good. Now we can try to castle. Okay, he's going to want to go there. I guess this is kind of mirroring here. It'll be perfectly mirrored if we do this, but I don't really want to do that. Simply because I want my bishop. So I don't want us both to just have knights right off the beginning. So yeah, we can both castle. That's totally fine. We'll go here. He could, but that'd be super risky, honestly. Because if he goes here, we'll go back, and if he trades, then we'll take with this pawn to open up my rook on his castled king, which is now really weak because of the pawns, so... Oh, he does it. I'm shocked. This is crazy. Because now we have a rook totally opened onto his good king. I'm pretty sure, like, if he takes... Okay, he doesn't. What's best here? Probably to retreat this way. Because I can't imagine putting my knight here is very good. Here is also not great. Here we can have some trade potential. Sorry, let me map that a little bit better. Here, 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 here. Well, I would win that trade. So maybe it's not awful to put my knight here. Especially because now my queen sees all of this. So, yeah, I don't know. I might push this myself to try and get in there, because now I can put my bishop over here and super pin this knight. This does not look great for my opponent, really. Okay, he'll go there. Might be a good idea just to go back here to defend this pawn, but also attack this after I bring my bishop over here. Do have to consider the threat that he's going for, which is just not really anything. So we'll go here. Like, this pawn is super weak now. This is crazy that he's brought his pawns forward like this. All I have to do is get my pieces active. And of course, it's a 10-minute game, so we have time to try and figure out what that will look like. But step one is definitely going here. Okay, wow. This is crazy. So, like, this check is good immediately. It's incredible immediately. No, it's not, because he can go back and block. So I think we take first. He has to take back. We go here. We get the pawn, and then we get just a crazy attack on the king. This is crazy. Yeah, we don't gain a pawn because he can take here, but that should be, like, the least of this guy's problems. I have crazy stuff going on here. Like, I'll probably just put my bishop here. Okay. Do I have anything better? Let me just see. I might as well, right? Like, I can go here. Because, like, this is hanging, but I don't really care about it right now. We both really shouldn't be. I think this is good. Even here, to, like, put pressure on... But he can bring the bishop back, so it's not a huge deal. I think this is the clear best move for now. Then we can go here. Okay, he'll go there. This is just mate, but of course he can just block. Okay, we can go here first. That's what we'll do. Go here, give a check. We block this now. Okay, like we can go here, threaten the knight as well, and then we threaten this check, which is just crushing. Not really a threat over here. This seems good to me. I have time, so I just want to take it, right? Here, attacks the knight, but also attack this pawn. Because probably here, and then he'll probably go here. Or just try to go for some kind of a full-scale attack. I do have to worry about his pieces coming back down over here, but this just seems super crushing for me. Like, he can't even take this, because then I just get this, right? Like, this bishop is a monster on this square. Like, I can even go here. Yeah, so he's going to go there. What should we do first? Take. Enact a response of some kind, I'm sure. Because we can even go here and then take this pawn next. Or, you know, he's got to block with something. He'll go there. We can probably just go back. Oh, I didn't even see that before. Oh no, now this is hanging. If I go here, actually, this rook will be hanging. Because I don't think I have anything with his king. Like, there's, like, if I keep this here, his queen could never move because that's just checkmate, right? So, like, I don't think there's any moves I can do to force this queen off this line even because he can go here. So we'll just go here because it seems pretty reasonable to threaten both this rook and this knight. Okay. Is it better to take? Yeah, probably better to just take this. Because let's see. Here. And then let's say he takes here. We go back here. There is no back rank checkmate. And then we will be up a bishop and a rook. Well, we'll be up at least a piece. So this seems good to me. We'll go here. Okay, my opponent will go there, but I don't, like, once again, it doesn't really matter. There's no threat on anything. Yeah, we can just go back. Probably just go back to this square. We don't want to take, like, you know, not 0 time, right? Like, we could go here to threaten this pawn as well. But I think we'll just try to play solid for now. Try to go here. This bishop controls this line very nicely because he can't push because the bishop... yeah, kind of a level 1 play there. Just trying to go for this. We can just push this forward. Might as well. We have a good escape square in the back. And the important thing is that he can't push any of these pawns for pawn breaks because my bishop covers all of it. So, +7. Looks good. You know, 5 minutes left, so we've used half of our time. So it's not crazy, but we can go. Probably just go here. Well, we can go here as well. This is probably the best move. Attack the queen as well. Might as well just keep everything on a dark square. Because, like, there is no sacrifice. Well, you know, he can sacrifice his queen. If it was the other way, maybe, but now it forces his queen to move, at least. If I could get a queen trade, that would be ideal. But as of right now, we got nothing. We can go here. As long as that queen's on a dark square, nothing's happening. I could just push a pawn. I could just also bring my rook to the party. Just go here. Why not? Literally 0 reason not to. Just start pushing these pawns. Because then he'll have to make a sacrifice of some kind. Yeah, no reason not to. This is defended, this is defended. If he wants to trade to get a pawn when I'm +7, it doesn't really matter, right? If he ever moves this rook anyway, I can just go and threaten mate, right? This bishop controlling these pawns is, like, kind of incredible. Yeah, he's going to move forward. Just push again. No reason not to. 4 minutes left, managing my time appropriately. I kind of expect to resign here. I don't see anything with that move. Trying to find a fork of some kind. I don't see it. Probably just push this. Yeah, I don't see a move with the queen. I don't see the threat. Like, everything in my zone is protected. Well, this rook isn't protected. Yeah, he wants to go there. I do not care, right? He wants to try and plow through somewhere. Doesn't mean anything. Just gives up his rook with the check, I guess. Might have forgot about my rook. Now we can probably start playing Hunt the King. Because I imagine we can go here. There's no check or anything with this queen. And then we have a bunch of mating threats over here. Not stalemate, if that's what he was going for. Probably is what he's going for. Yeah, he'll always be able to move between there, so we can just push this pawn. Okay, once again, not stalemate because he has these two squares. Yep, has the two squares. Oh, I didn't even think about him trying to escape. Yeah, he's totally fine. Just make a queen. Give checks. We will find a checkmate somehow. You know, we'll go here to try to force him out. Not checkmate because he can go to this square. We can go here. Check. And now we should be able to just... Yeah, this looks good to me. All right. So that's a good game, right? I think it went pretty well. Not much to say about it. 1421 now. We are now 79 points away from 1500, which is incredible. So we might as well do a little game review here. Let's take a look. 90.1% accuracy. I'll take that. Probably got a little buffed by the amount of moves it took me to win the game in the end there, but 2150, that might be my strongest game. Opening accuracy, 99%. See, I didn't know the theory. I didn't know it all, but I've just kind of learned how to play good moves in the opening, and I can be kind of proud of that. Now, if my opponent ever throws tricky moves in there, it gets a little bit more difficult, but in this scenario, yeah, totally worked out. So let's do a little review. You can let Gotham Chess narrate this one. If you guys didn't know, you can have Gotham Chess narrate your games. Just pick a coach. I chose Gotham Chess. You can have Magnus, Hikaru, whatever you want, and he'll say stuff.
All right, knights out first, eh? Versatile move. What's the plan?
Very good. We'll kind of... Oh, sorry, burp there. We'll kind of burn through a couple of these first moves because it's just typical, like, just development strategies at the beginning here. Yeah, do a little trade-off just to allow my king to castle. This is kind of all standard. I didn't want to trade. See, best move is this, because if we just trade in the center here, we'll have a perfectly symmetrical position. So if we go back here and we're like, okay, well, we'll do this. Now it's just equal, right? This, obviously, it's still not a drawn game at my level because, well, we're bad. So at a pro level, that would be a drawn game. But yeah, choosing to save the bishop, yeah, good idea. Let's let Gotham Chess take this one now.
Your opponent's knight is trapped in a pin. It's like a fly in a spider web. Your opponent just castled kingside, tucking the king away. Good for them.
Yeah, which was fine at first, but then they just pushed the pawns, and it's going to say it's bad. I can almost guarantee it.
Castling on the same side as your opponent. A solid strategy. Your opponent is kicking your bishop with a pawn. Gotta move it or lose it.
Yeah, which we did.
You moved your bishop to safety. Smart move. Okay, your opponent is kicking your bishop. Time to find a new spot on the board.
Okay, so it actually didn't hate this pushing as much as I thought it did. You'll see it in like some King's Indian positions sometimes where like you want to start a kingside attack. Because you know what? I guess his bishop is looking over here, but you have to know what you're doing basically to free up your pieces like this, and my opponent just didn't, unfortunately. So yeah, so once we get this move...
Yeah, get out of there. Safety first.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, you know, takes here, and then just move my knight literally anywhere else. We have a rook on the open file, right? Towards his king, while my king still is relatively safe, so that's good. But yeah, this is where it started going down for my opponent.
Okay, your opponent is kicking your knight. Time to find a new spot on the board. You had to move your knight to safety. Good move.
It was right here.
The game was balanced, but not anymore. Your opponent's position just went downhill.
Yeah, to attack the queen, right? Which makes sense, but then we're just like, okay, well, we can go here, put pressure on this pawn. Because my plan was to put my bishop here, so we couldn't take it. And if he did, like, let's say, hypothetically, we go here does a random move, we go here. Then
Your opponent's knight
let's
is
say he does this again. Obviously, this is horrible, but
That's one of the best moves in this
we can
position.
go like here. And if he takes back, we can go here, and then here, and then here. And then we're obviously up a pawn. That was my idea.
Your
You had there's no way that's what he did.
You moved your
no.
Your opponent just left a pawn hanging.
We went here.
Free material
instead
for
of,
you, my
instead
friend.
Of here. Yeah, pawn hanging. That was literally just this check, but I decided...
You found a way to win that pawn. Let's go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Your opponent just left a pawn hanging. Free material for you, my friend.
Because I was thinking of doing this first, but then he can block. It's still a free pawn, but this way we get, like, the check and some instability, so that's good.
You found a way to win that pawn. Let's go. A simple recapture from your opponent. Next. You just snapped up that pawn for free. Can't beat that, right? Your opponent is like, nope, and slides their king to escape your queen's check. Your best move was to move a bishop to a more active position.
Okay, yeah, just threaten the queen first. But I was kind of scared of just like pushing this pawn and getting some counterplay. I guess actually then we get this check. Wait a minute. Let's see what I was scared of.
Your opponent is like,
here.
nope, and slides
like, this,
zoom.
This. Where can you go? Here, and then...
Okay, that was the only move.
Oh, yeah, we just get some checks and stuff.
That's a passed pawn. Okay, that was the only move.
Guess another check here. Then what?
Okay, that was the only move.
Oh, here, and then just win a rook. Okay. Well, I didn't see any of that.
Okay, your opponent is like, nope, and slides their king to escape your queen's check.
Yeah, so I was just like, let's put this here. Like, this just has to be good, right? Going here.
Your best move was to move a bishop to a more active position.
Okay, so it wasn't great, but we're still up a whole bunch, obviously, so...
Their pawn is now lost after that move. Your opponent just gave you the chance to shine. You are threatening to checkmate the king.
Yeah, so my opponent just didn't find the correct counterplay, but it's still at like that +4.
Their move stopped you from being able to checkmate the king? That pawn was hanging out there like a piñata, ready to be smashed. Your opponent's booting your queen with a pawn. Get out of here, check.
Yeah, I didn't see this necessarily because I was thinking, oh, if he tries to block or something, I can try to push this pawn and like put some pressure on this knight, but this is hanging. And of course I could have just went back, like even just here, traded, and I'm still up 2 pawns. Well, I guess not after this. Yes, I am after this because then I get to trade with check actually, so I get 2 pawns. So,
you just snagged a free pawn.
Yeah,
that's what I call a bargain. Let's go.
And then we played it very safe at the end. That's something I tend to do. I tend to try and play it very safe because there were probably some checkmating ideas that I just missed. But
your opponent defended their knight. What a move! You got a free pawn. Nice steal, smooth like butter. Oh, they're running away. Your opponent's king is dodging that check from your queen.
Yeah, and there was the perpetual threat of this.
You grabbed that free pawn like a ninja snatching candy from a baby.
Yeah, pick up another pawn.
Your opponent goofed, leaving a free rook on the board. Easy pickings, just saying.
Free rook? Oh, yeah, I didn't even... No, I did do that. Okay.
You just snagged a free rook. That's what I call a bargain. Let's go.
Yeah, because we got a rook for free because we didn't lose a piece, and he got a rook, but I got his piece back, so we actually won that trade.
This is one of the best moves. You recaptured the piece. Your opponent's on the attack, forcing your queen to retreat. You moved your queen to safety. Smart move.
Yeah, it just wanted me to threaten this pawn. I was whatever, right? At this point, I'm like, well, I'm up. I can just push these pawns, and I'm up a full piece. This bishop was crazy during this game because, like, he could have had like potential for some pawn breaks to try and get in on my king, but just completely disallowed everything.
They are threatening to checkmate the king. You stopped your opponent from being able to checkmate the king.
It wanted me to give a check first. That's crazy. I guess because I could staircase towards it, like here. Down, because obviously you don't want to like hide or I don't know. Crazy.
One of the best moves. It is very strong play. Not bad, but I've seen spicier meatballs.
I just didn't want any of this, right? Like it still actually would have been fine if my bishop came back, but I just didn't want any play. And this completely shuts everything down. Like now this pawn can't do a pawn break. This one can't because the bishop takes. And yeah.
Okay. Safety first. Your opponent slides the queen to a safe haven. Time to bail. Get that piece to safety. Okay, safety first. Your opponent slides the rook to a safe haven. You had to move your pawn to safety. Good move.
I guess we could have like threatened just like this rook in this, because obviously the play is like if I could get my queen back on the back rank, it would be fine, but I'm happy with what we did. Best move to start pushing these pawns, and that's exactly what I did.
Your opponent just buffed their piece. It's looking spicy now, you know? Not the greatest move, but it's not bad either.
Oh, just like a pin. That's crazy. Because then he can't move it. Because obviously any trades benefit me, right? So if I go here, he can't do anything. He could never move this rook or I just get the queen. So that's crazy.
That's one of the best moves in this position. You're pushing that passed pawn like a shopping cart down the final aisle. Checkout time.
These lines from Gotham are so funny.
This is one of the best moves.
I'm sure he would just lose his mind if somebody actually spoke. Wait, like I could probably just like sack the queen entirely here. Like this. And still be just winning with these pawns. Maybe not. But
you're kicking that rook out of here with your pawn. Nice one. Your opponent is getting their rook out of danger. A safe square is a happy square. You're pushing that passed pawn like a shopping cart down the aisle. You get a chance to force eventual checkmate.
Yeah, I'm convinced he forgot about this rook, but okay, Gotham, thank you for the help. But yeah, from here it's just elementary. We try to trade, we trade the pieces. We have mate in 7, we don't find it. I thought I was gonna be able to just go here and promote, but I forgot he had a little escape square. And then of course from here it's just don't let the king stalemate. Which we thought of our moves carefully. You know, we let him have a couple of spaces and then yeah, just deliver to checkmate. So that's good. That's very good. We can go to here. And we can take our title, and we have reached 30 wins, my friends. So that win-loss is kind of going crazy now. I'm super proud of that. 30 wins, 5 draws, and 11 losses. So that's probably like a 60-something win rate, maybe even 70. So that's good. That's episode 46, and I hope to see you in the next one. Godspeed, brethren.